Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got a bunch of stuff disassembled, ready to go for powder coating and some modifications. So we're actually going to be taking the frame over today to Yersinger Performance. I'm going to have our gusset set welded in, and then after that we're going to take all these pieces in front of you. There's a few others that are not in frame, but we're going to go ahead and take those over to Rags to Riches powder coating here in Lapeer and get the theme color going on. So we haven't picked colors just yet. Thank you all for voting. If you haven't figured it out by now, the theme is R2-D2 for Star Wars. And so we're going to be doing a white and blue color combo for the Lt80. Should look pretty sweet when we're done. Hopefully you guys enjoy what it looks like afterwards. It's a fun little build. It's been a challenging one, as you can see, but we got everything disassembled. We modified a lot of stuff, so it's going to make it easier for reassembly. In today's video,
Would like a hot dog. Does anyone want a hot dog?
we're going to be showing the gusset set that's going to be going on to the Lt80. The gusset set is available on our website, and the link will be down below. We're going to go ahead and actually take that over to Sean at Yersinger Performance and have that welded in. If you guys don't know who he is, I'll drop a link down below for his channel too. He is the Banshee King of MOXC. He does a lot of customizations, welding, fabrication, that type of stuff. And if you don't remember, he actually welded in the gusset set for my 400. And he's actually worked on a few future projects on Barney too, so those will come up later on.
They'll beg you and they'll flatter you for the secret, but as soon as you give it up, you'll be nothing to them.
Next year in 2026 you'll see for MOXC, but I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag just yet.
Oh, we can't tell anyone about this. That is the last thing in the world we want to do.
So we're gonna go ahead. I also received a couple parts in for the build. So we're going to do a quick unboxing of a few things, show you what we have in right now. Still waiting on some parts to come in. We're also going to be ultrasonic cleaning a lot of the parts. So all the small pieces, I can ultrasonic clean them. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to inspect the knuckles and see if they need to be powder coated. If not, I'll give them a good clean. And we're actually going to do some reassembly today on some of the pieces because we have bearings in, brake pads and stuff like that. So we're actually going to be doing some reassembly today as well. Not going to get these powder coated because they look pretty good in its natural form. As you can see, a little bit of surface rusting, but I mean that's to be expected when you hit it with water. So we're going to throw new bearings in here. I'm going to remember those spaces between the bearings hopefully, and if the hubs are good enough, then we'll actually get the knuckles assembled. We have the new kingpin sets in. So yeah, let's get going on this. And don't forget to share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Comment down below what you guys think of the build so far. It's Thanksgiving week next week, so there's going to be
gobble gobble
a couple days of delays with powder coating and some other stuff, so we're going to try bust these videos out for you guys as soon as we can. We're going to get the frame and everything put together first, and then we're going to get into the motor, just because we don't need the motor to complete the front end of the frame. So and don't forget guys, if you have a product you want to showcase on this build, please reach out to us, Facebook, email, give us a call. That way, you know, we can showcase your products too with the Lt80s. We have a few other things in the works for it too. So yeah, let's get cracking on. Alright, so as you can see, we have our little tub of pieces that we need to get ultrasonic cleaned. I'll do the hub stuff first, and then we'll go ahead into the other stuff and go through that and see what needs to be cleaned as well. So right now we have the kingpin spaces, the bolts, the brake levers, washers, spaces for the hubs, the seals, the Zerk fittings for the grease. You know, all the fittings, bits and pieces. So we're going to hit this over to the ultrasonic cleaner. We're going to clean these out the best we can. Springs for the brake pads, you know, the linkage arms, or you know, the shafts, all that type of stuff. So we're gonna hit this over to the ultrasonic cleaner. As you can see, the hubs, I'm gonna clean these out, see how good they look, because honestly, if they look pretty good and new, then I'm just gonna throw new bushings in there. I'm not gonna take these to powder coat. They do look a little rough, but let's see how good we can get these. If anything, I'll hit them with some spray paint, or if they are that bad, then I'll just take them over to powder coating. So I'm gonna try to do this step in this video. If not, then this will be delayed as well. So let's over to the ultrasonic cleaner and get cleaning. Okay, so as you can see, we have the frame back from Rags to Riches. He acid washed and media blasted the frame. It looks absolutely amazing. And in its raw form, I'm able to inspect the welds, see if there's anything that needs attending, which everything looks good so far. But if there is anything that needs fixing up or touching up, using a performance, hopefully you guys can see that, using a performance, we'll fix that up. You know, we'll kind of put that there or something. So here's the one that's going to be welding in the gusset set. This is the gusset set that we developed for the LT80s. We have one for the top steering bracket over here. That's going to brace that whole thing. By the time you guys are watching this, this product will be listed on our website. There will be a link down below too. This is piece B, and again, you're going to be bracing all these weak points. So there's 3 B's to this back side. And the cool thing about it too, if I can find it, there's a lot of pieces in this kit. This is piece A. If I move the frame down, you can see that the only thing that holds the mid frame to this back section is just these 2 pieces. So what this piece will do is actually go in and brace it. We'll actually go in and brace it just like that. So now you have this whole back section braced. But not only that, with the 3 B pieces in the back too, and then you also have pieces that brace this main bracket to the top T. You got one on each side, so this whole back section is going to be gusseted and braced too. Of course, you have all the other parts that are going to be gusseted too, and on the back here. So it's going to be a very strong gusset set. Definitely, if you're going to be racing the LT80s, or if you have the common crack places in the frames that are common, this kit will definitely fix it. So you can already see over here. Well, it's just some dirt. I thought that was a crack, but
Bang, bang, I'm losing it!
still waiting on some parts for the A-arms. We've got to get that stuff powder coated. We're going to take this frame over to Yerzinger Performance, get the gusset kit welded in, get it back off to powder coat, and then we can start assembly. Still waiting on some OEM parts to come in, and we're going to show what parts came in as well. Don't forget that we can get these parts in for you guys. Some of the parts will be listed on our website. We can get OEM parts as well. So if you guys need OEM parts for your machines, send us a message, contact us. We can get OEM parts too. So on that note, guys, I'm going to show you some of the parts we got in for now. Still a few things I have to get in, but I'm just researching a few things too. Okay guys, so just to showcase a few things that we did get in, just because we can get these in. So if you guys need parts, hit us up. We can get Pivot Works, ALBA Racing, Arrowhead, DID, Cometic, tires. We can get all that stuff in, guys. So if you need anything, don't forget to send us a message, give us a call, or send us an email. So we got some brand new tires for the Bold. These are a 19 7x8. So nice tires that we can get in. We got a Cometic gasket set for the top end rebuild when we get that in. We are working on the top end. We have a Wiseco piston for it, and we're going to be using our LT80 cylinder block. It's a stock block with our studs and a Wiseco piston and a Wiseco needle bearing. So we are a Wiseco dealer too, so if you guys need Wiseco pistons, that kind of thing, don't forget we can get that too. So we're also a Cometic dealer too, so if you guys need Cometic gaskets, we can get those too. We got a new kill switch tether thing, so we got one of those in. Pivot work wheel bearing sets, we can get those in, so we got that in. Tie rod ends, we can get OBORs, pivot works, that kind of thing, so we got these in. Brake pads, these are carbon brake pads. You can get brake pads in too. We are a DP brake dealer too, so if you guys need DP pads or clutches, we can get those in as well. We already have brake pads in stock for a bunch of machines, so we do stock those on hand. We're a DID chain dealer, so we can get DID chains as well. I run DID on Barney, the VX3s. Arrowhead starters, we can get arrowheads in too. So we've got a brand new starter motor for it. Right over there. So a lot of these parts we can get in a day. Might take 2 days, you know, depending on what brand it is. We do carry oil, spark plugs, NGK dealer too. So if you guys are looking for parts, don't forget to hit us up. So now I'm waiting on a few other things that to come in, but I'm not going to show you just yet because that's the fun stuff. But we do have something else. We're going to do a little bit of an unboxing and a shout out. So stay tuned and hang on 1 second. Alright guys, so we did get a box in. This is a lot of cool stuff in here. It's going to make a big difference. We did pay for the parts, so we didn't get them for free or anything like that, which is perfectly fine. We love supporting other businesses out there. But we did say we were going to give them a shout out. So without further ado, big shout out to Mike at AC Racing for the killer Nerf bars and the bumper. It was kind of hard to find a Nerf bar set and a bumper for the LT80s, and he had just the best quality out there. So if you guys are looking for Nerf bars or a bumper for the LT80, I think it fits the KFX 82, go ahead and reach out to AC Racing. They really good. I gave Mike a call, told him the build we were doing. He was like, absolutely, I'd love to help you guys out. So no, he did not sponsor these parts. We did purchase them, but we did say we were going to give a shout out. So again guys, if you want your products shown on here, go for it, send us a message. We would love to showcase your products. So again, with the R2-D2 theme, we went with the blue netting, and so we're going to unbox these little bits. Get these out of the way. I'm sure this bumper, and there is two options. There's the bare aluminium or the black powder coat. So we went with bare aluminum. So wow, these things look really good, guys. I like this. Comes with nice hardware too. I'm gonna set this aside. Oh, that is cool. They engraved the logo in the front bumper. That is sweet. But this is going to look really sharp. The welding looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, really good quality stuff. And it was quick. I mean, I got this pretty quick. So we're going to set this aside. And now we've got the Nerf bars. And I'm doing the unboxing of this while the ultrasonic cleaner is running. So hopefully this is not another hour-long video. If it is, too bad. You're going to watch it anyway.
Right.
Stickers. You know, I love stickers, guys. If you guys send me stickers, I'll find a place to put them on. So, and stickers they have 10 horsepower too. So, yeah, get that over there. Ooh, that's nice. Oh wow, look at that, guys. That's going to look so much better than the old ones that were on there. And it's a good thing I modified and cut the old handbrake bracket thing with that stupid switch, because now it's going to make all this a lot easier. So very nice, guys. Nice quality. Yeah, hardware taped to the side so you don't lose it. I'm not going to take that off. But yeah, very nice so far. Get this netting out so I want to see what this looks like. Stickers for days, guys. Look at that. Stickers, nothing but stickers. Love it. And this blue netting, that looks really nice. Oh, that is a nice color blue. Oh, That's pretty vibrant, I like that. So, nice stitching, nice material, pretty thick. But I mean, these are for kids, so they should last a long time. I think the color combination that we're going to choose for this build, along with the blue netting, the aluminum, and the other pieces we're going to be throwing on, it's definitely going to pop. So make sure you guys stay tuned and continue watching the rest of the build. So yeah, let's head on over to the ultrasonic cleaner and see how that's doing. Okay guys, so as you can see, we got the little pieces in the ultrasonic cleaner. We have the hubs in there now. We're going to clean them up the best we can. We're going to take a look and see what happens. If they are too far gone where a little bit of cleanup will work, then we will get them powder coated. But let's just see what we can do without having to do that. So I'm going to let this run. The water temp is boiling. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off it. But yeah, that is really hot. And put the heat back on. Yep, there goes the red light. So yeah, we're going to let these sit for a couple minutes. I'm going to try and assemble the hubs while we let this get cleaned, and hopefully get some stuff assembled for you guys today. Okay guys, so we put these in the ultrasonic cleaner for a good 10 minutes. Gave them a good wipe down. As you can see, it's going to clean up pretty nicely. I think if I use a nylon brush on some, and then maybe just like a wire wheel, then throw them back in there, they should clean up pretty nice. So we're going to go ahead and clean up all these bits and pieces. Like these little spaces, we can clean them up a little bit, but they don't have to be perfect because nobody's going to see them. You can see one of the kingpin bushings, a little rusty, so we can sand that out, wire wheel it, and that'll be good to go. Otherwise the springs, they look pretty clean. Just get that grease off of them. Zerk fittings turned out pretty decent. So yeah, we got the hubs, or one of the hubs, in the ultrasonic cleaner for now. I just set them in for a few minutes, and you can see it's already cleaning them up pretty nice. So just a lot of dirt, so we're going to go ahead and let them soak in there for a lot longer. Hit them with a wire wheel and see what they look like afterwards. So that'll determine if we get these powder coated or just a touch up. So yeah. Alright, so you can see we cleaned a lot of it off. Nothing like an ultrasonic clean, and then a wire wheel just to finish everything off. So you can see everything came out pretty good. A little bit of cleanup to do, but nice and shiny. Spaces, we didn't touch these up too much just because they're going to be hidden. Little break, you know, bits and pieces. This cleaned up pretty nice. The bracket, we cleaned this up a little bit. The kingpin, we sanded and cleaned these up a little bit. Same with the bolts. The springs were clean, and all these bits and bobs. Again, the shafts, look how nicely polished those look. So yeah, nothing like a good ultrasonic clean, and a wire wheel can do wonders. So the hubs are still in the ultrasonic. We're going to see those later, but for now we're going to go ahead and start rebuilding these hubs with the new bearings and seals. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to reassemble the hub now that it's nicely cleaned. So the first thing you want to do is grab some grease, and we're going to grease the inside where the bearing goes. That way there's no friction when we install the bearings. And you want to be putting a lot of grease in there, because the more grease the better.
You know something? You're right.
And then we're going to do the inner of this too. And don't forget that middle spacer between the two bearings.
Nice, Ron.
I sneezed. Oh, I'm not allowed to sneeze.
You sneeze like it's a big Broadway musical finale. Ha-choo! Ha-choo!
And then we're also going to use sockets to push the bearings down into place. So, I'm using everything. So we've got our grease in there. So now what we want to do is go ahead and get your bearing. So this is your bigger bearing. You can throw it on that side. So bearing goes in. Then we're going to use one of these sockets to gently tap it into place. So you want to make sure that it's lined up nice and flat and even. I'm just going to tap it into place. And when you're hitting it, you'll hear that change in sound. That means that you've bottomed out. And you want to double check and make sure that the bearing is sitting on the other side but against that inner race. So we're going to make sure that that is seated. And if you have a bearing press, you can also use that. You don't have to use a hammer and a socket. So now we've got that installed. So we're going to go ahead and install our bearing. I'm going to throw a little bit of grease on this too, because why not? And on the inside too. And we're just going to go ahead and drop that in the middle, and that will space between the two bearings. And make sure you are using the correct one. This is for the end, that seal. So now that that's in place, we're going to throw in our next bearing. And again, we're going to throw some grease on the bearing too. That's where it will help install a lot easier on the inside. And then we'll go right up top. Again, make sure it's nice and even and flat. We use a different size socket. I'm going to put it on the outside of that bearing. Again, you hear that different tone, which means that the bearing has bottomed out. We've got the space in there. Yep, nice. Everything is definitely where it should be. So now we're going to go ahead and install the seals again. Use a little bit of grease on the outside of the seals, and then the inner of the hub where the seal is going to sit. Just going to grease these up. And again, you can just press these into place, but to make sure that they are seated correctly, I'm going to go ahead and push them in, and then we're going to use the socket. Just gently tap it into place. You want to make sure that the seal is flush against the face of the surface. So you want to make sure that that is nicely flush. And that is flush. So now we're going to go ahead and install the top seal again. A little bit of grease on the inside too, and on the hub. There's already grease there. So now we're going to install that into the hub too, which this one should press in nicely. Again, we're going to use our socket. And that is seated evenly. So now your bearings and seals are in there. You've got your space in the middle. So now you can install your last little piece. Throw some grease on it too. And then that just fits right up top. And that's how your hub should look when everything is installed. So we already went ahead and did the other one. Those are nicely installed. So now we're going to double check on those hubs and see the condition of them. And then, yeah. Okay, so we have both hubs out of the ultrasonic clean. And as you can see, it did a pretty decent job cleaning out the surfaces. They don't look too bad. They look actually pretty good. There's still some grease inside. You can see there's still some dirt on there. So we're going to go ahead, take a wire wheel to it, to both of them, and the inside looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. Nothing really needing concern in there, but it's just on the outside. So let's get these a good wire wheel and a good clean, and let's see what they look like. So come on. Okay guys, so I try to clean these up the best I can. And honestly, I'm just going to get them powder coated because I can see some rust coming through the powder coating. And if we're going to be doing everything else, we might as well throw these in. I thought they were savable because they looked in pretty good condition from the surface. But the more we look into it, the more I see that there's a lot of powder coating that's just chipping away and we're getting some rust. So instead of cutting corners, we're going to go ahead and disassemble this and put it in the bin with the stuff to go to powder coating. So let's go ahead and do that. So it should be a pretty straightforward process. There's 3 screws that hold the plate to the knuckle. So we're going to go ahead and loosen those up. hopefully that one might be giving us a little bit of an issue. Try this one. Well, that one broke free. Let's give this one a try. That one broke free. So this top one's going to give us a little bit of an issue. So I might heat it up just to break it free, because I do not want to strip those out. So we're going to go ahead and hit some heat to it, and hopefully it loosens up. Okay, so we put some heat to it. Let's see if it loosens up, and hopefully it does not strip or break. Oh, perfect. A little bit of heat does the trick every time. And now I need to watch my fingers and I don't burn myself. So we'll get this all disassembled and come right back. Okay, so we got the plate off, and it's not too hot.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
But yeah, the reason why that screw gave us an issue, you can see it had some rust on it, where the other two didn't, and there was no rust on the threads. So I think it's a good thing we are actually taking this apart. But yeah, otherwise the spindle itself doesn't look too bad, just the threads had a little bit of rust. So this will all get masked off, taped off, and all this will be stripped and powder coated. So on the knuckle there is an O-ring that is in here, and I do need to take that out before going to powder coating. So let me do that. I've got a pick. I need to remember to put that back. So I do have a pick. I'll replace these O-rings too. So don't forget the O-ring that goes in there for your brake shaft that controls the brake shoe. So don't forget that O-ring. And so we're going to end it there, guys. Thank you once again for watching and tuning in. By the time you guys are watching this video, it's going to be after Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys had a very good Thanksgiving. It's good to have a break every now and again. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for the next videos where we should be getting parts back from powder coating. We should be getting new parts in too. So in the next video, hopefully we are going to be assembling the frame, getting that all put together. And then after that video, we're going to be tearing into the motor and so on and so forth. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And on that note, guys, take it easy.